Mom. I really want to go to Greece after this.
That's nice.
It's Mom, guys. Why? Because it has many historical facts there, and it's also safe to visit, and it's also affordable.
Okay.
And I really, really want to go. And it's named after one of my favorite Greek gods.
Hi, Larry. Hi, Coco, you. It's going good. How's your day?
What are you doing?
No, I can't cover my face. Nope. Nope. Hey, Nelly. Alonzo.
What are you doing?
I said if anybody doesn't have cable TV, they can join me live. Let's stare at each other.
No, but why are you on live?
I told you what my life is. Join it. You see the title. If anybody doesn't have cable TV, join me. Okay. If anybody doesn't have cable TV, join me.
Anyway, so can we please go to Greece Athens?
I don't have money for Greece.
Mom.
I don't know anybody there.
Mom. It's Athens. Please. 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 It's affordable, safe, and amazing.
It's affordable, safe, you said? So is the continent.
And it's also beautiful. And it's also one of the best cities to visit.
So it's also Africa. So it's beautiful.
Yes, but I want to go to Greece.
I don't have money for Greece, Addie. Leave me alone.
I want to go see the statues and artifacts of Greek gods.
Your dad's not Bill Gates. Not yet, though.
It's not. Okay, Africa's more expensive than Greece.
Africa is what?
Africa's more expensive than Greece, even though Greece is more
But
popular.
I know Africa. I don't know Greece.
Please, I know Greece, please.
You don't know Greece. You know what you read in books. You don't know anything about Greece.
No, I'm learning Greek.
You know what you learned in books.
I'm learning Greek.
Greek?
I'm learning their old language, Latin.
Exactly. What you read in books. You know nothing about Greece.
I do.
Yeah.
I do know stuff about Greece.
What you're reading in that book, it's a mere picture of what Greece is. You don't know anything about Greece.
Yes, I do, Mom.
Nope. You have to get there and ask someone that lives there.
Mom, no. I'm reading. I don't read about what Greece is now. I read about the history. That's what I read. I like read about the Greek gods. So I do actually know stuff.
It's pulling my hair. What's up? Shh. It's okay,
He's
dear.
sweating.
Huh?
He's sweating.
I know.
He's covered in sweat.
You'll be fine.
He's all bad.
Take the blanket off him. He just woke up
I
to
love
Marshall
Greek
Mania.
gods. I love learning about it. I want to go see the artifacts and everything. Please, please.
Why do you like Greek so much?
I love learning about Greek mythology.
Greek mythology.
Mythology.
Mythology. What's wrong with saying mythology?
It's mythology.
It's the same thing, just pronounced differently. What?
I like the Greek gods. I like learning about the history. I like learning about the family heroes there. I love Greek mythology. Like Perseus, who slayed Medusa's head, and Odysseus, who had his 20-year-long journey just to get back home. And I also like learning about what's their name again? Zeus's fight with Cronus. I like learning about that.
So it seems like it's only me and 3 people. One day we'll all have cable TV.
Don't we have cable TV?
No, we don't have cable TV. I wish I had somewhere to position my phone so I don't have to hold it. And now they're all gone. It's only me and Addie. It's only me and you.
No, there's 3 people.
They left and they came back.
Anyways, so I like
Maybe there was a commercial break or something.
just say like
I don't want to learn Greek, honey.
I love learning about Greek mythology.
I don't want to learn Greek.
I want to go to Greece.
That's nice.
Please. Please.
I would like to travel to different states in the U.S. Not all of them, just few. Like the South.
No.
And then...
See, you want to go
Hi,
boring
Jenny.
places.
Huh?
You want to go boring places with no history.
Oh, because I have money for boring places. I don't have money for Greek.
Those are boring places with no history, so it's boring.
I don't know anything about Greek food, honey, but I know a lot about African food, okay?
I want to go.
Vermont is amazing. I would love to visit. Have you ever been to... Oh, you've never been to Vermont? Why am I asking you that, Addie? I'd love to visit a lot of states in the U.S. Tennessee. I like to go to Tennessee. I like to go to Georgia. Why not?
Because it's boring. There's no history there.
That's South, not North.
There's no history either way.
America has history. What are you talking about?
Yeah, history in its books, not in the States.
Every state has a history. Even Pennsylvania that you live in has a history.
Duh. It's literally the founded thingy of the whole...
It's still a history.
Country.
The U.S. has a history. Every state has its history, where its name originated from.
Yeah, it's probably Pennsylvania with the most. Because, the founder of the U.S.
Every state, honey.
went to Pennsylvania.
How many states are there? Is it still 50? 50?
Yeah.
Yeah, 50. And then they have 2. Then there's Puerto Rico, and there's I forget what that other one is.
Colombia?
No, not
Venezuela?
Colombia. Colombia is not part of the U.S.
Venezuela?
No, I'm not home. I'm not home. Came to my mom's. Look at that. Why do you sleep with a face mask?
Because you can.
She's gone. Because you what?
Because then, because it it's comfy on your eyes. It rests them, and then it also is it also blocks out light and stuff.
You sleep with a face mask because it blocks out light.
And it's also so comfy on your eyes.
She sleeps with a face mask because it blocks out light.
And it also is so comfy in your eyes. It's rest. It feels like your eyes are getting massaged.
You know what I think about face mask? I think it's a waste. You know why? Because you just close your eyes like this. You can't see no light.
But when I wake up, I have no boogies in my eyes.
I have no boogies either.
Yes,
see?
you do.
I'm sleeping right now.
And see, I see some eye boogies.
And I don't see no lights.
How do you even get eye boogies?
When your eyes are closed, honey, there's no lights.
Yes,
why do you need a mask? to put on top of your closed eyes?
It like massages your eyes.
How? It's a piece of cloth.
It massages your eyes. It's like rest though.
That's like a wasted purchase. You can buy a nice double cheeseburger with that, some extra fried onions and bacon.
Of course, you're thinking about food. Anyways, so
And
can we go
French
to
fries.
Greece?
A
we go to
nice
Greece?
cheeseburger will be better than that mask over there.
And look what it says too. It says, "Wake me up for brunch."
I know, for food, yeah. And then you just take the cloth off and then open your eyes. Same thing. It protects you from the sun or the light, whatever.
No, anyways, can we go to Greece, Athens?
No.
Please.
Next time you want to buy a mask, just give me a cheeseburger, okay?
I'm about to just go to Greece by myself. I
More
can
like,
buy my own
more like,
ticket.
don't give me cheeseburger. Give me some nice Italian pasta, like homemade.
Wait,
I've never had
Speaking of-
homemade pasta.
no, Mom. Speaking of Italian pasta, can we go to Rome instead? It also has good history too,
Oh, God.
like Roman mythology. I also like Roman mythology. So can we actually go to Rome then? It's in
Can-
Italy.
Can you tell me a history of any states in the U.S.?
They're all boring, so I don't really like. I
Tell
don't really
me,
care
tell
about
me
it.
a history. You have to be ashamed of yourself. You're American.
All right, Pennsylvania. Christopher Columbus came to Pennsylvania and founded it. Then after that, he created the state.
Christopher Columbus?
And yeah, Christopher Columbus.
He founded Pennsylvania? Are you
Yeah.
sure?
Sure.
Christopher Columbus is founded Pennsylvania. I don't know it, but I know it's not Christopher Columbus.
Okay, George Washington.
It's not George Washington. I'm not that stupid.
Okay,
It's not George Washington.
Abraham Lincoln.
It's not Abraham Lincoln. One of them freed the slaves.
I know the person. Like, I had to argue with
Okay.
Dad about it, but I forget who it was.
Oh, you don't know American history?
I do. At least I know more than you.
Are you sure you're American?
I am.
Oh, shame on you.
I bet you don't even know anything that happened in World War II about American history.
I don't know. I wasn't
Yeah,
born.
see.
I wasn't born yet, honey. You
Neither
were.
was
You
I.
should. Yes,
I wasn't born in that in 1940s.
but you were born here. You should know the history.
You should too. You studied
didn't-
here for like 20 years.
I didn't. Well, I studied college. Well, still.
You
I
lived
wasn't
here for
born
20
yet.
years.
I wasn't born yet. You were.
You still lived here for like half your lifetime.
More than half my lifetime.
Yeah, so I don't know. You should be able to
I can
know
tell
it.
you the history of the country where I was born.
No, thanks.
Would you like to know?
No, I'm
It's
not
very-
interested in that mythology.
It's very brief. You
I'm
want to
not-
hear it?
I'm the only
No, seriously.
no.
You're gonna
No,
get a
no.
giggle out of this one.
I'm only interested in like Egyptian mythology,
gonna get a
Roman
giggle out
mythology,
of this
Greek
one. Wait.
mythology. Norse mythology.
Listen to me. You're gonna get a good giggle out of this one, okay? You ready for it? Are you
No,
ready?
I don't want to hear it.
Are you ready? Come on, are you ready?
Sure.
I can tell you the history, okay? They've had the same president for over 30-something years. That's one history I can't forget.
So you only had 2 presidents.
Yeah.
We had like 40.
Yeah, we only had 2.
We had like 40.
Yeah, the other one was, I can't say the word, but
So your country didn't even was it here for that long?
my country of birth.
But our country was here for like 300 years.
I don't know how many years the country was there for.
US was here for like 300 years. China was here for at least over 1,000 years.
How many years was Africa, the continent?
I don't know, probably like actually Africa was here for wow. I think Africa was also here during
You
like
think?
Odysseus' journey. So
During whose journey?
Odysseus.
Where the heck is Odysseus?
Oh my god.
Who's
Greek
Odysseus?
mythology.
Odysseus. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay, I'll tell you the whole
Is
story
there
of
anyone
Odysseus.
here from Greece?
I'll tell you the whole story of Odysseus.
Odysseus?
So Odysseus. So technically, there was Helen, and there was this king, and so Helen. There's also this guy named not Troy. That's his city, Paris. His name was Paris, and so there's 3 goddesses who started this. It was Aphrodite, Athena, and Hera.
Huh?
Okay, let me start from the beginning.
Okay.
So Aphrodite, Athena, and Hera, they were kind of having an argument on who was pretty, and they were both goddess. They were all goddesses. Athena is the goddess of wisdom, crafts, and strategic war strategies. Aphrodite is the goddess of love and beauty, and Hera is the goddess of marriage, fertility, and I forgot the other one. But so they went to Zeus, the king of the gods of Olympus, and they asked him who was prettier.
Seems like you're rehearsing a movie you just watched.
Who was prettier? No, I didn't watch any movie.
Is this reality or fiction?
It's mythology.
So it's fiction.
Mythology.
It's reality.
We don't know if it's real or fake. It's mythology.
It's fiction.
Mythology.
I think it's fiction.
Anyways, so then
fiction.
Zeus told them, go ask Paris of Troy. So they went to Paris of Troy. Paris of Troy is in Rome.
Sleep.
So Rome, and it was in Rome, and so Paris didn't know any of the goddesses. So then after they asked him, they all offered him something.
Do the goddesses still exist?
And Paris told them chose Aphrodite, and Aphrodite told him that he will get the most beautiful wife ever, which was Helen. And so Helen, so then after that he kind of took Helen. So then she was then called Helen of Troy, and then he started a whole war, which gods were also involved in it. And Odysseus, he's king of Ithaca.
Hello from Senegal.
Then Odysseus, king of Ithaca. Then he had to go to the war because he was friends with the king whose wife got stolen. And then he went on a whole 22-year journey just to get back to his kid, just so Odysseus could get back to his kids and his own wife. Done. Hello?
Yeah, you put me to sleep.
Yeah, Odysseus had a 22 journey, and he had to go back to his wife who had been waiting for him, didn't she? And had suitors waiting to marry her. And she was like, I'm still waiting for him.
You just put me to sleep.
Okay, next. What were you talking about?
I forgot.
Oh yeah, Africa. How long it's been?
Your fiction put me to sleep.
It's not fiction. It's mythology.
We're doing good. Thank you so much. We're doing good.
Anyways, so I think Africa
fiction.
was here for not thousands of years, maybe hundreds of years, not thousands.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know who Hercules
Which
is?
continent is the oldest continent in the world, on the planet?
Continent?
Yeah, which one's
Asia.
the oldest? Asia's the oldest? Oh, okay.
But if you're talking
which one's
about
the richest?
Riches?
We are based in we're in the U.S. We're in the U.S. Senegal. I love Senegalese food. Once had a friend from Senegal.
It's hot in here.
You guys made they call it the ateke, right? I think I said it right. Ateke.
What?
I love it. Some make it with gari, some make it with couscous.
Anyway, so
fried fish and the like. I enjoy it.
What was the question?
The question is, you just put me to sleep.
No. Anyways, you want to hear more about Greek mythology?
Like, which continent is the richest in the world?
Right now?
Yes, right now. Which continent is the richest in the world? The U.S. The richest. The U.S. is not the richest
yes,
in the
it
world.
is.
No, it's not.
It's U.S. or Russia.
It's not the U.S.
It's the U.S.
I think it's China.
It's not. Continent or country?
I think it's either China or the Arab nation. It's not the U.S. I think the Arabs have more money than the U.S. It's not the U.S. Look it up.
It's U.S.
It's not the U.S. The U.S. is not the richest country in the world. Look and say which one is the richest continent or country in the world.
America.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not. I don't believe it. Let me see that. Hello, Purples. Addie. I think it's your network. It says the U.S. is the richest country in the world.
Oh, no, it's Luxembourg.
I told you it's not the U.S. I said it is.
In 2025, it's Luxembourg.
I told you it's either China or an Arab nation.
Luxembourg is not an
Adi
Arab
thinks it's
nation.
Russia. I think it's an Arab nation.
No, I
Those
thought it
people
was
have
US.
money. And it's not the US, I can tell you that. Where's Luxembourg?
Luxembourg is in.
Luxembourg is the richest in
It is in
2025
Europe.
as a youth. Oh, it's the richest country in the world with a
Oh,
value
Ireland.
with a per capita value of 154,910.
154,910.
So where does other countries with high GDP per capita includes? Singapore. I told you, China.
It's not China.
Is Singapore not in China?
No, Singapore. You're actually stupid.
I'm not stupid.
Yes,
Hey,
you are. You're actually.
but
stupid.
it's in Asia, right? Singapore
Oh
is
my
in
God, you're
Asia.
actually stupid.
Singapore is in Asia, and that's me. Singapore is in Asia. That's a very harsh word.
Okay,
to
the
say.
United States is the 9th
I told you.
in
The ninth.
2024.
What are the first 8?
Oh no, it's saying nope. In number 1 is in 2025. It's U.S.
That's not correct.
Yes,
look
it
at
is.
look at that source. America is not the richest country in the world. Give it to me. Let me see. I'm telling you, it's either the Arab nations. It's not the U.S. That source is not correct. Let me show you how you find good information online. It's
Yeah,
not
whatever.
the
You're
U.S.
probably gonna go on Wikipedia.
No, Wikipedia is actually very dangerous to find valuable information.
Yeah, but you're probably gonna go on Wikipedia.
Okay, let's see. It says, is China richer than the U.S.?
That's fake too. AI overview.
Well, it's overview, but I'm trying to see. I told you. China's economy is larger than the U.S.'s.
Oh my God, it's like
And the
midnight.
World Bank estimated it to be 18.8% higher.
Mom, I'm actually sweating.
But the U.S. has higher per capita per person than China.
Can we go to Greece?
Yeah, meaning higher income. But I want to see which is the richest country in the world. Africa is the richest continent?
No.
You think so?
No, it's not. What's the poorest country in the world?
A farmer has 10 trees and wants to plant 4 in a row of 5.
What?
No, you do it. Huh?
Okay, farmer has 10 trees and wants to plant 4 in a way of 5.
Yeah. Well, I know the African continent is very rich.
Okay, so
but,
the poorest country in the world in 2025 is South Sudan.
Well, yeah, no, Sudan's just struggling a lot.
They're in like war.
There's always war there. There's war all over the world. Everybody's fighting. The world is not good anymore. People is just, everyone's angry. I feel like God needs to drop some anointing oil on the planet and purify it. Because everyone's just fighting everybody.
Nigeria is not a rich or poor country.
Let me see.
Nor.
Where are you getting your sources from? Let me see that. But I need to know which one is the richest country to add in this year. You name that one. I'd like to know the list and see which one is rich according to the thing. Where does the Arab nation fit in? Because they have money. Arabs have a lot of money.
Oil.
Hmm?
You mean oil.
Oil is money. You know how much money those Arabs have?
That's why they're rich.
They have a lot of money. Do you know how much they pay?
They have a lot of oil, not
oil is money.
No,
oil equates to money, Addie.
I know, but the oil
if you
is
know,
sold to the U.S.
If you know how much money they pay footballers to leave their countries and come play for them, or celebrities to come perform,
actually,
a lot of money.
I'm gonna look at some Greek mythology stuff and see if it's real.
Don't want to hear it.
It's probably gonna be fake.
Can I find something on your phone? I'll give you back.
You gotta wait.
I will give you back.
You gotta wait.
I am curious to find out which country is the richest in the world and see if you're looking for volunteers to help them count it. If you're looking for volunteers to help them count it. Let's see. Can we see?
Hold on.
What are you looking at?
Trying to see if this. I know a lot of Greek mythology, so I'm seeing if this source is wrong.
I'm not looking for Greek mythology. Whatever you're trying to.
Mythology.
Whatever. Method. Give it to me. Give me, let me
Wait.
see. Addie, I don't want to learn about Greece. Give me the phone. Now.
Hey, wait.
I don't want to ask again.
Here.
Thank you. Okay.
Wait,
let
no,
me
go on
check.
Google.
Yes, I know how to find the source. All these weird things you're reading.
It's not weird. I'm trying to.
Oh, God. Oh, weird.
I'm not weird. I believe in it.
You believe in it?
Yeah,
I don't know anything about Greece, so I can't comment on that.
I believe in Greek mythology.
They have their own kingdom, huh?
I mean, you did say you want to go to Italy, and Rome's in Italy, and there's a lot of Roman mythology there. So can we go there?
Richest country in the world. Okay, let's see.
Luxembourg.
Where is Luxembourg?
It's in Europe. Near
You see.
Germany.
Huh?
Near Germany.
In Central Europe. And thriving top touristic destinations.
It says in the United States, #1.
The U.S. is not the richest in the world.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. That person got your facts wrong.
U.S. is rich.
I'm not against America, but that fact is wrong.
You know the strongest army in the world is?
The strongest army? Well, I can think of two.
Who?
Between the U.S. and Russia. Which one of them is it?
U.S.
The U.S. is stronger than Russia?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Let's look it up here and see.
Okay,
I
then.
know the U.S. has
Let me
different
look it up.
branches.
Let me look it up.
No, I would look it up. Leave it
Why
alone.
not?
Leave it up. I'll
Why?
look it
You think I'm
alone.
going to search up Greek mythology instead?
No. Strongest army in the world. I know it's
2025. 2025.
I know it's between the U.S.
United
and
States,
the...
Russia, and China.
That's what I said. I know it's between
Here,
the U.S. and the
here,
Russia.
I
Well,
have
they
to
named the three of them. Which one? I said I would search for it. Stop snatching the phone from my
It's
hand.
my phone.
I don't care. Stop snatching it
I
from
know
my
what to
hand.
search up.
No.
Strongest army in...
India.
Yes, India, too. And South Korea.
Where is this source coming from? This is AI.
Yeah, everything is. Here.
I didn't know how to get valuable information anymore with AI everywhere.
Books. Read.
AI is just taking over the world. You look up things and it's AI. What the heck is this person? You can just type up any information and publish it on Google and that's it. Doesn't make it facts though. Sometimes I even trust Reddit over most of the sources. Okay, let's do U.S. News and World Report. Okay, I believe that source. These are the top countries viewed as having a strong military by global survey respondents. Number 1.
That's wrong.
What is wrong? I can't even see. It says Russia is number 1.
No,
Russia, they say, has a strong military.
that's wrong.
And then it
yeah,
goes
this
the
whole list is
United
wrong.
States is number 2.
Israel is not number 3. That's wrong.
Israel? What
That's
makes you-
wrong. That is wrong.
Do you see the different factors you're using to give those
Think of
numbers?
India. Think of United Kingdom.
Number
think
4
of
is
France.
number 4 is China.
That is totally wrong. China is number 3.
Addie, the other information you just saw is not from a valuable source.
I read books.
Again, you're still a kid. You haven't done any research. You read books. You're
And I
you're still in elementary school. Come talk to me when you've gotten to the level of a master's, and I'll know you know how to do research.
I actually know where you can get valuable information. I have
Where
websites.
where can you get valuable information on AI? Ay, ay, ay. I know, right? Luxembourg. Where is Luxembourg? Oh, okay, it's a European country. I thought the Arab nation would be one of the richest countries in the world. 'Cause I know Arabs have a lot of money because they're blessed with oil, and oil is gold. We need oil for everything, for our cars, boats. If boats use oil to heat up our houses, we need oil for everything. So the Arab, those people.
No, you don't. Hey, Mom.
What do you mean you don't need oil to heat up your house?
There's something called fire and wood.
Yes, you do need oil. Not all the houses are built that way. You think just firewood can heat up the house? It does help, but then you'll be freezing for a couple of hours before you get the wood going and burning. You can use fire to heat up the house, and then when the fire goes down, when you have to add more wood and stuff in there, and it takes time, and then you'll be freezing. So you need something to substitute the fire. We use oil at home. The furnace, aka the furnace, which is an oil tank. Well, not the oil tank, but that's where the oil leaves the oil tank, goes through the furnace, and then into the different
Okay, I don't
pipes
understand.
in the house and
Okay,
stuff
but
like
guess
that.
what?
So yeah,
That reminded me of a Greek hero in Greek
I don't want to
mythology.
talk
So,
about Greek mythology.
so this Greek hero, he stole fire from the Greek gods and gave it to humanity. That's how we have fire.
Tell me an amazing fact about the U.S.
Abraham Lincoln.
Okay. Just a name? What happened?
He stopped slavery.
I know he stopped slavery, but I wanted you to tell me more, okay? Tell me one amazing fact about Europe.
America's ally.
That's it.
It has a lot of history in it.
One history.
World War II.
What happened in World War II?
Europe was mainly involved.
It
was mainly involved with Germany.
Europe was mainly... I don't know.
It was mainly conquered by Germany.
Europe was conquered by Germany. Is that one fact about Europe?
No, Europe has so much history, especially about the United Kingdom. How they were actually the strongest back in their time, like 1700s, 1600s, 1800s. It was so cool. And
you know the United Kingdom once colonized the U.S., right?
I'm not done talking, and it's crazy.
Yes, you know that, right?
And it's crazy.
You can agree to it first before you finish what you're saying. If you're gonna have an attitude, you can go to bed.
Anyways,
and yes, don't do that. Thank you.
And it's crazy how how not even formed U.S. it gathered up some men and they defeated the strongest country when they weren't even a country yet, and they were just gathered up men.
Yeah, but the UK colonized a lot of countries.
So
a lot.
It was actually called England, not the United Kingdom.
Well, England, all of it. England, they colonized a lot of countries, and the U.S. was one of them. Africa, lots of countries in Africa was one of them.
Cameroon area, Cameroon's a land.
No, I know they colonized a lot of countries in Africa.
But guess what? You want to know another thing?
No, Cameroon was colonized by France.
But you want to know another thing that was very conquered? The Roman Empire and Roman mythology.
I don't care about Roman mythology, Addy.
Mythology.
Whatever you say, I don't care about that. But
the Romans were the strongest ever. But then they suddenly collapsed.
Name one fact about Africa. I'm going around the continents.
Braids?
Huh?
Braids?
Braids? They do braids in America. They do braids all over the world. That's not a fact that you can use to define Africa. Just braids.
Trying to think of the perfect one.
How about Nelson Mandela?
Yeah, but that was just for South Africa.
It's Africa.
But I'm trying to think of the full-on Africa. That's what I'm thinking of.
It's Africa.
That was just for South.
Yeah, but it's still Nelson Mandela. He's still African. Is South Africa not in Africa?
I'm surprised you know who he is.
I do know. I was named after his late wife. How about Ethiopia? Do you know anything about Ethiopia?
I think I know a little bit.
They have a really good airline, Ethiopian Airlines. It's really one of the best international airlines.
I heard about it.
It's really, really good.
We should go.
Fast, safe. It's they have a really good airline.
Is it good food there?
Your airport is amazing.
Is it good food there?
All airline foods are crap unless you're flying first class, which I don't know because I've never.
Well, actually, the ones when we were flying, it wasn't
How
that
about
bad.
Tanzanian, right? That too. You know anything about Tanzanian?
A little bit.
Hmm?
A little bit.
There's a lot of countries, you know. What about Asia?
I know a lot about Asia.
What facts about Asia do you know?
Especially the Chinese Empire back then, like the Chinese dynasty,
Mm-hmm.
and their rulers, and how there's like 4 whole dynasties, and then there was also this thing called the Forbidden City, and it was only for this one Chinese empire. And I also know about the Terracotta Army, who actually, or no one actually stepped foot near the tomb because there's still so many artifacts there, which
The what army?
terracotta.
Terracotta. Is it a Chinese Asian army?
So here, I'm gonna give you a quick explanation.
Last Emperor. Is it about Tarzan or Chinese? Last Emperor. Is that on Netflix or YouTube?
Tarzan's a movie of a whole different thing.
Yeah.
It's a
I'd like
jungle
to
guy.
know, what's Last Emperor about?
Anyway, so the emperor, the terracotta
The Emperor.
the
You
terra.
read Emperor and you guys sidetracked. Okay, I'm listening. Oh, it's about China.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna look it up. Thank you so
So
much.
the terracotta army, there was this one emperor. I forget his name, but so he was actually afraid of death and like being alone and stuff. So he got this whole like army made of like clay and stuff. Not clay, but like something hardened that can easily harden and be sculpted perfectly of like armored soldiers, Chinese soldiers. And then when he died, he was placed in his tomb, which then the terracotta army people was then guarded, like they put the people around his tomb, so
Okay.
then he'll be guarded, and no one actually like step foot near his. Like today, people actually can't step foot near it. Here, let me show you pictures.
Text me this movie, Addy. The Last Emperor. Last Emperor.
And no one actually stepped foot near his
I'll look
tomb
it up
because of the
tomorrow.
artifacts,
Yeah.
and also because of there's still like booby traps that can like kill you. I mean,
Yeah.
Okay,
I love Chinese movies. I mean, I just love any movie anyways. I love
yeah,
movies.
sure. You don't like Greek movies.
I've never seen one. I'm not into all those gods and things like that, Addy.
I like Greek gods, I believe.
I'm not into all that stuff. And yes,
But you believe God.
I believe God in heaven. Yes, there is a God in heaven. I believe it. Some people don't believe in him.
I believe in Greek gods.
And that's okay, and that's your choice. But you can't force it on me, though. I don't know anything about those gods.
But you can still learn it for fun.
Oh, God. There's so much that I have to learn already, and I don't even have time to learn it. Now you want me to learn about Greek gods.
Here, this is photos.
Of the movie?
No, of the terracotta.
Did you text me the
Yes, I
Last
did.
Emperor? Okay.
Look.
I didn't see it pop
So-
up on my screen. It looked like mummies.
Yes, but they had a guard, like they were sculpted to guard the emperor.
As
Like that.
mummies?
No, they were sculpted like that, not as mummies, but with like a certain clay, like the terracotta.
Okay.
So, and like, cause their emperor like was scared to death and he didn't want to be alone, so he like got these people to make actual like horses made out of that, and cause so then he can be guarded in his while he's dead. Like, so it's like he thought that he can be guarded when he's like in heaven still.
Okay. But that wasn't the case.
Well, we don't know. He's dead. Qin Shi Huang,
So the Terracotta Army does
first
no
emperor
longer
of
exist?
China. He's the first emperor of China.
So the army no longer exists?
No, it still does, but people are careful to get the sculptures, like to like do tests and see about it, because there's a lot of booby traps in it that like
Oh, the
because
terracotta army are people that are dead.
no, no, not that are dead. The emperor's dead, but he was scared to death, so they made realistic statues of real soldiers and placed them around his coffin because he thought he'll be protected when in heaven.
Okay.
Yeah. And scientists are like still like scared to go to near the coffin because there's booby traps set up still.
Okay.
Yeah, so they can't really retrieve anything. Like here, look at all these.
Oh, so that's all the army that died.
No, they're just realistic statues, but the body's still in the tomb. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
We'll watch that movie. Yes, Greek mythology. She believes a lot in that stuff. How many pages is that book you're reading?
So I already finished the first 3 books.
The first 2 books? That's the third one?
Yes, this is book 3. So
She
guys,
finished the first 2. This
so
is the
the first
third one.
the first book was 500. The first book was 534 pages long, and the second book was 520 pages long, and this book is.
And she finished it. She reads for fun.
And
She
this
used
book
to
is
read.
574 pages.
She used to read as punishment. Now she reads for fun. Oh, Addie, hold my phone. Let me get to you.
And so I like reading Percy Jackson. So I'm on the second series of the Here's Olympus series, and I'm reading The Mark of Athena. So yeah, I'm on the second series. I'm reading The Mark of Athena. Athena is one of my favorite goddesses too. So I love Greek mythology. I believe in it.
Wait, let me check that for you.
I already read. So the book before this one was The Son of Neptune, and the book before The Son of Neptune was The Lost Hero. See, I really like Greek mythology, so I'm reading Percy Jackson series stuff. This one's the Here's Olympus series, so yeah. I can't open this. I'm so tired.
Yeah, I'm feeding Thea. So what page are you on now?
588. I mean, no, 388.
And then how many pages is it?
574.
Wow.
I'm on 388.
How long does it take you to read one book?
It depends. The first book that I read was The Lost Hero. It took me 2 or 3 days, and it was 534 pages long.
You took 3 days to read a book of 500 and something pages?
Yeah.
But there's the 2 days that you were just sad and wanted to be left alone?
Yeah.
And then the second one?
Second one was 520 pages. It took me like 4 days because I wasn't at home and I forgot my book. So it took me like 4 days.
Oh, okay.
And this book, I don't know.
You read before bedtime, right?
Right when I wake up, I read.
Read before you go to bed.
Yeah, I just read like every 10 minutes. I read.
After dinner, you play and go to your room and read.
Nah, after dinner, I just go out. I just go to my room to read. So, yeah.
If you're not playing.
If I'm not playing. Sometimes I don't want to go outside so I can read. But my favorite But I always wanted to watch the Percy Jackson movies.
What?
The Percy Jackson movies.
What is that?
Oh my god. But we
I
can't.
don't know. What is that?
It's Greek mythology. You won't understand.
Find me. Is it a movie to understand what this Greek mythology is?
There's a whole description. You just gotta read it. But probably won't because you don't read. But so actually I have a lot of Greek god favorites. But my favorite 3 Olympian gods would probably be Artemis, the goddess of the hunt and the moon, Athena, the goddess of the goddess of wisdom, crafts, and war strategies, and Hades, the god of the underworld. And my favorite primordial gods are Nyx, primordial god of the night, and Tartarus, the primordial god. Nyx, primordial goddess of the night, and Tartarus, the primordial god of the biases of the underworld.
When did you start liking things like that?
Always did.
I've never been into things like that, nor has your father.
Yeah, because you guys don't even try reading any.
Huh?
You guys don't even try reading any.
No, we don't read that. You have
Well,
to like something to read it.
Zeus, no. I feel like just because Zeus is the king of the Olympians and considered the most powerful, I don't really like how he's based off of his character and stuff. But power, sure, but he's not really one of my favorites. Zeus is just but and Poseidon, I don't really care for Poseidon or Zeus that much, but I still respect them. But I do like Hades. I feel like Hades is a chill guy. He also he only cheated on his wife one time. That's all. Unlike the other Greek gods, who kind of did it 50 times. But I don't really care for I don't really care for Zeus as a person. I don't really care. But if I did have to pick my favorite out of Poseidon or Zeus, probably this is really hard, but probably Poseidon. But yeah. Here. Oh yeah. If you don't know, Poseidon is the Greek.
Oh, Zeus.
Poseidon is the Greek god of.
Do you know the rock group? Huh?
Poseidon is the Greek god of the seas.
She likes reading.
Of the seas.
A lot of reading.
And I can't stand.
Oh, you're gonna push me
of
down.
The seas, horses.
You can sit your butt on the edge of the bed.
There's no room. And Zeus is the Greek god of the skies and lightning.
Okay, Theo's sleeping.
Can't see the comments.
He went back, right? There he is.
Can't see the comments from here.
Okay. They said no Zeus.
I don't really like Zeus that much, but I still respect him.
Is he part of the Greek mythology?
Yes, he is. He's literally the king of the Olympians. That's stupid.
Sorry, I don't know it. To not know it doesn't make me stupid.
Yeah, but
it's just a question.
Even in other mythologies, Zeus is there, and even if people don't believe in it or heard of it, they actually still know who he is.
I don't know what he is.
That's probably because you don't read or anything.
I don't. I don't know how to. I do read, but
No,
the
you
type
don't.
of reading I read is different. I do financial reading. I do readings to make sure your dad doesn't go bankrupt. I do reading to make sure your dad stays afloat. That's the type of reading I read. I do the type of business reading, right? That's boring. See, my type of reading bores you, and your type of reading bores me. You see how life is? We like different things. You like reading about Greek, and I like reading about numbers, right? Business, people, numbers.
That's not even reading.
It is reading.
No.
Yes,
I'm
it
falling
is.
off the end.
Okay, well, I did that. Okay. We're going to color the night. We just came up here for a little bit to say hi. We're not home.
And talk about Greek mythology.
And Greek mythology.
You know what I like? I like Norse mythology, Egyptian mythology, Roman mythology, and Greek mythology.
There's more than one of it?
Yeah.
I thought there was only one.
No.
Okay.
America's got no mythology.
She is. She's learning some foreign words. And
Right.
one thing she wants to what language are you learning? What's that thing you say you have to do your lesson? Your what lessons every day? You're learning another language. What is it? My dual something lesson? What is it?
Can you guess?
No, I can't guess. That's why I'm asking you. What is it?
Duolingo.
Duolingo lessons. What language?
So I'm actually learning like 5 languages. So I'm learning Korean, Latin, and Greek, and French, and yeah.
You're not learning French. There's one language I know you would take in that for. What's that called?
Korean,
No, not Korean.
Latin,
No, not Latin.
Greek,
Not Greek.
French,
No, not French.
intermediate English.
Huh? There's more than one type of English?
Yeah.
I thought English just was English, but I guess not. No, what is that called? Russian.
No.
I thought you were learning Russian at one point. How to speak Russian. No?
Just because I mastered a Russian accent doesn't mean that I speak Russian.
All right, speaking of Russian accent, say good morning.
Okay, good morning? No, that's not bad. Wait, that's not bad. That's not bad. I mean, that's bad. That's bad. Wait. Good morning? No, that's not good. Okay.
And the Roman Empire was my thing in school at her age. And social studies. You learn all these things in social studies?
Yeah, no, not really. Not really.
But that's where you got the exposure and the...
No,
Okay.
I didn't. I read
She
books.
said no. She read books in social studies.
No, we don't learn about that. We learn about, like, boring history.
But you learn about history in social studies. And then it made you to want to expand your knowledge and your
History, I don't want to
reasoning.
learn about. It's boring.
Yeah, but
No offense to the other countries, but it's just boring in my opinion.
what's boring?
Mexico's, American's
history, Mexico's, all that bore you? Because you like godly stuff?
No, I like Greek mythology. That's just like
Greek mythology.
Greek and Roman and Egyptian and Norse.
Oh, God.
I don't know much about Norse, though.
After playing so much, you sit here and sleep and snore like your dad. Yeah, school is not the same.
Yeah, it's getting boring. Now we learn about like latitude and longitude, which I actually fail.
You don't like latitude and longitude?
No, I never understood it.
That's math.
I never understood it. They taught it in social studies.
Carson likes math. He said he can do it with his eyes closed.
Yeah, right.
I know he's really good at math. Seriously, he is. He's really, really good at
Maybe
math.
because it's 5 plus 4 stuff.
No, he's really good.
It's like
Stop
5.
belittling your brother. He's really good at
It's
math.
like 5 plus 5.
No, he's really good in it. He doesn't like social studies much, though. He goes, I really like math. I passed all my questions.
I like
He does
math.
complicated questions, Addie. Like,
Yeah,
what's
sure.
100 minus 1?
Yeah, no, he does complication questions like 1 times 1. Or 1 times 2.
Cleopatra with Elizabeth Taylor. Elizabeth Taylor, I love her perfume.
Oh my god. I always
White Diamond by Elizabeth Taylor, my
wanted
favorite.
to see the Cleopatra movie. I love Greek mythology, and
Oh,
I
it's
always
Cleopatra.
wanted to see the Cleopatra movie.
Ow.
But she will never let me see it. I always want to say it though. I love Egyptian mythology, and And did you guys know that Cleopatra?
Do you watch that on Netflix?
I don't know.
You-
Did you guys know that Cleopatra is actually Greek? But her one of her parents were like Egyptian, so technically she had to take the throne in like Egyptian or something in Egypt. But she chose to.
Really?
Yeah, she's actually Greek, Cleopatra,
Oh,
but she's also Egyptian. And did you know she knew like 100 languages? I'm joking. She knew like 5,
okay.
and she spoke fluently.
Oh, wow.
But I always wanted to watch the Cleopatra movie. So
It
bad.
should be on Netflix. You have Netflix at home?
And no, we don't, because you don't want to sign into it.
We do. Someone hacked into my Netflix account and took me out of it. Can you imagine that? They
You had-
hacked in and then took my email off the account. And then I got an email saying that your email has been removed from Netflix. It's like, I didn't make any change. Who could have done that? So then I had to call the phone provider. That's how I signed up for Netflix. And then I had to log into my phone account. And then I had to verify some security questions. And they re-added my email back on there. There's some crazy people out there doing crazy stuff. Like who hacks into someone's account, removes their phone number, and removes their email.
Your eyes are red.
Maybe you sleep. Yeah, we do have Roku as well. We have Roku, we have all that. No cable though.
But also, did you also know that Cleopatra, the movie Cleopatra, is also one of the most expensive movies produced because of how much like gold and like things they needed to use for it. It's crazy. I always wanted to watch the movie. I only went to the barbershop one time and I only saw like clips playing of the movie. I want to watch it so badly. I love Egyptian mythology.
Well, you get to watch it.
We should go to the movies and watch it.
Yeah, you can watch it. Look right on YouTube.
YouTube. That's not the real movie.
Netflix. She said, I'm telling you, I don't know if it's a she or he. They said you can watch on YouTube or Roku or Netflix.
No,
Cleopatra.
how about we watch at the movies?
Take your phone and search it and see where the movie is. If it's on YouTube, Netflix, or... We have one going. As long as it's not one of those like premium cable channels, then you're good to go.
Oh wait, where to watch?
Just type in Cleopatra on Netflix. Movie, I think. But not tonight though, because it's
Okay, so you can watch
midnight
it.
already.
Well, you have to pay to watch it on YouTube.
On Netflix.
Netflix?
Even if we have to rent it for you to watch it later on, sure. But do they have the Netflix?
Okay. Do they have the
You should just type in Cleopatra on Netflix. That's all. And it'll come up. Title on Netflix. It'll come up.
solely a Caesar Mark Antony. I love.
They don't have it?
They do. Netflix does feature it.
No.
But you probably have to pay.
I thought they Cleopatra. Oh, did you have it on Netflix?
Mhm.
That's good. And when we go home, you can watch it. Yeah. Good morning to you as well, Aslam. All right. Thank you guys so much for chit chatting, for your time. And we learned about, I learned about Greek mythology.
No, you didn't.
I learned a little from you
All right, tell me what you
and
learned.
the audience
Tell me
and
what you learned. What did you learn?
Purpose.
What did you learn?
Huh?
What did you learn? Tell me.
I learned that there's Greek mythology.
That's not even how you say it.
Mythology. I learned something like that.
Yeah, you didn't learn anything. Okay,
Yeah.
then let's see if you're paying attention. Who is the goddess of wisdom, crafts, and strategic war?
Oh, I don't know.
It's Athena.
Athena. That's someone's child's name.
Whose?
Yeah, we found it on Netflix. So thank you so much. We're not home, but when we get home, she's gonna watch it. If she's not too tired, we found it on Netflix. But alrighty. Thank you guys so much for your time. Let's go chit chatting for a little bit. Learn about Greece. Who knows what other language I'm gonna be
So
learning
the final
soon.
question is: can we go to Greece without Athens? Athens. It's like 3 hours long.
No.
Why not?
Maybe in the next 1, 2, or 3 years.
Really?
3 hours. Oh God. So all those movies where I start watching it, then I fall asleep, and then I wake up and I ask myself, the movie's still playing. Anything over 1 hour plus, it's draining to me. You know, if I go to a movie, I'm watching the movie, it's over an hour and 30 minutes, I'll start to get agitated, like what is going on? What's going on? Talk about 3 hours. That's when I watch it for an hour and a half. I take a nap and then I wake up and I continue watching the movie. Like, are you still playing? What's happening? Yeah, I don't like long movies. Not too long. But it is what it is. So thank you guys so much for your time. Thank you, Purpose. Thank you, everyone. And thank you for stopping by. I need that. Classic ones that will not put me to sleep. Right? And that is short and brief. An hour or less. More like an hour and a half or less, right? But thank you so much. We'll say bye-bye. Appreciate you guys. Bye.
Oh, wait. Fun fact, though. Fun fact about Greek
Well, I'm saying
mythology.
bye.
No, fun fact.
What?
Anyways, fun fact. So, did you guys know Uranus, the primordial Greek god of the sky, when he was killed, Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty, was then emerged from his a body, and so technically she is the oldest Olympian. And before the other Olympians were born, like Poseidon, Hades, Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Zeus. I think I'm forgetting someone, but whatever. They all weren't born at that time though. So technically, Aphrodite is the oldest Olympian god.
Yay.
Goddess/god.
She's done. And I'm ready for bed. I'm falling asleep. Take care. Bye-bye. I appreciate you guys. Bye. Appreciate you always.